Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Um, it's Friday. I've got quite a sore throat. I did a lot of talking yesterday, and I think I've got a bit of a throat infection. So, I apologise if I'm. I apologise if I'm mumbling a little bit. I'll try and speak up. I might need to take extra sips of my tea just to hydrate my throat. So I'm going to start with the archetypes. I'm going to take 3. That's what I normally do with these. They do take a wee while to shuffle, so feel free to fast forward. So, oops, I didn't do that quite right. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's such a lovely day here. I don't know where you are, but it's lovely here. It's been a really clear, sunny, almost spring-like day, even though we're not quite in spring yet. So, dry. I was supposed to go and lift weights today, but I decided not to because I have a sore throat. Okay, we've got the mask, and this is in the upright. I don't think I've ever had this card before, but I'm guessing it's something to do with your lights, your north node and your side node, or your light side and your shadow side. Shadow side is completely dark, and this side is kind of like all this side is all multicolored and bright. But let's see. So this is either well, let's I don't I'll read the book for these ones. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Okay, we've got the Mystic. I've had this one before. It's on its side. So maybe I usually, when these come out on their side, I usually take it as someone who's gone from the reverse and they're coming into the upright. And since it's in the middle of the 3, that's where we are right now. Again, I'll go and read the meaning in a moment. There's just too many of these cards to memorize them all. And we've got the Unseen also on its side. Okay, so somewhere between the reverse and the upright. Okay, let's put my spectacles on. I've got a new smudge stick. Does anybody else burn their sage down to the point where it is literally a black stump with no unburned sage on it at all? Right, 61. The mask, the persona, the performance, the reveal. So in the upright, reveal what has been suppressed. Oh, okay. We often think of the mask as something that conceals our identity, yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. It allows. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. Okay, so this is about looking in the mirror and seeing your shadow side, not just seeing all the not necessarily positive, that's not the right word, but seeing all the light parts of you, but seeing the dark parts as well. When this card appears, enact the side of you that is seeking expression. So okay, so we've got beginning, middle, end. So this was about you looking. So we start with you or someone in the collective looking at their shadow side. Okay. Okay. Oh, my throat is slightly concerned I'm not going to make it through this reading. My throat is quite tender. I'm also expecting a parcel, so I'm hoping it comes after I do this reading. I can speed this up, Karen. Right, the Mystic. So in the upright, it would be remover of darkness, visionary, ageless, and in the dark, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. So the Mystic in the upright is the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. So you've got someone here who's looking at their shadow side and healing it, and they're going from their south node to their north node. They're going to being a light worker. But there's no other way to put it. And you're in that process. It doesn't mean you've not always been a light worker, but there's parts of you that are healing, that are going to, because this is there's an eye here, like the third eye. Oh, sorry, I've just literally put my finger over it. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of the same color as everything else, but there's an eye here which is like the third eye. So, yeah, wow, okay, cool. So we've got someone who is addressing their shadow side and becoming a light worker. Okay. And then we've got the unseen. I've had this before, but I think it's more about what's unseen within. But let me, from memory, but I might be wrong. Yeah, right, the unseen. So in the reverse, dark, looming energy, unwillingness to forgive. So kind of, yeah, holding on to bitterness and resentment. In the upright, it's about clairvoyance, guidance, whispers of wisdom. Okay, the spirit, the ancestor, the eternal. This is about opening your third eye. This is about healing yourself and opening your third eye. Wow. And again, this one is going from the reverse to the upright. So maybe your third eye, I mean, there's literally an eye on this. So there's an eye on this one and there's an eye on this one. This is about, and there's even a single eye in this mask because there's only half the mask on display. This is, wow, this is really powerful. Wow. Okay. So someone's, I mean, I went through a similar process last summer where I healed some really deep childhood wounds and trauma. I healed. I feel like I didn't say the word healed there. So my brain's a little messed up because I'm not feeling particularly well. Okay, this is the Green Witches Oracle deck, and this is I've pulled it. I'm just pulling out one card today. So I've got Moss Agate, which is about positivity and change. Absolutely, somebody is going through a metamorphosis here. I mean, look at the butterfly. You were a caterpillar, and now you're turning into a butterfly. Wow. I've never had a reading like this before. This is really cool. It's all about somebody from your past coming back. And now it's like, oh, this is somebody going through a deep, deep, deep change. Okay, I definitely picked out the right oracle cards for today then. I had a feeling about these. Do you know what? I'm not going to do anything from the High Priestess deck today. I'm just going to go straight into the, what are these called? This is a manifesting, mystic manifesting oracle deck, this is called. So, because these are all about kind of, these are more about, okay, there's two here. Okay, right. Guided steps. Trust the process even when your path seems blocked or unclear. I keep moving forward. Absolutely. I know when I went through the Dark Night of the Soul last year, you know, there was times that I kind of like just prayed just to help me get through it in that moment, you know, and just get through another day and through another day. Because like when you've got grief and wounds coming up, depending on what this experience is for you, it's not the same for everyone, I don't believe. Healing is very messy though. I forget what I was saying. Apologies, I'm probably going to forget what I'm saying a lot today just because I'm not feeling particularly 100%. Okay, we've got healing lack. Affirm that you have enough. You do enough. You are enough. I have all I need. So similar to me, when I realized the journey I was on, and I was on a healing journey, I was really deeply concerned about not getting everything out. Like I was just like, when I realized that I was healing and like I had all this grief was coming up for a reason, I didn't want any of it to get suppressed. I wanted it all to come up. So this is just saying that you might not think you're doing enough, and actually you have to be really gentle on yourself, and it's okay. And it's just in those moments of grief, don't suppress it. Just let it come out as gently as you can, and be really gentle and kind with yourself, and really look after yourself, especially because you'll potentially feel like, oh, maybe this is the last time, but it's grief kind of, hang on, which side of the screen do you want to see? Grief kind of goes like this. You know, it kind of starts off like really big, and then again it kind of goes like that. Okay, divine protection. Your angels and spirit guides are on call to assist you always. I'm really sorry, that's my parcel here. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just more sage and Palo Santo arriving. Apologies about that. Okay, so your spirit, your spirit team is protecting you. They're locked and loaded, and they're protecting you, whatever it is. And if you're going through a really hard time right now, as someone who's at the very, very tail end of it, it will get better. If this is for you, it resonates with you. Shining Wisdom. I'm just going to take 5 of these. I don't think we need a lot today. Shining Wisdom. Seek teachings that support you as you manifest your goals. I learn what I need to know. Okay, so that's just giving a bit of guidance on, you know, maybe if you are going through this kind of metamorphosis, just, I don't know, doing a bit of meditation, however you meditate. I can't sit and meditate. I do it when I'm out in nature, when I'm walking my dog. You know, maybe just, I don't know. I'm not going to sit and give advice because everybody needs something different, and you know, it's your own unique journey. But you know, I definitely learned a lot of things. Energy flow, fantastic. Clear pathways in the body for spirit's energy to transform. I release any blocks. That's the 5th one, the last one. So this is just more about this journey of kind of looking at your shadow side, healing. You've got divine protection right in the middle, which is fantastic. And you're on your way to just unblocking, being in alignment if you haven't been in alignment, and kind of just, yeah, having a different kind of approach to life, or feeling about life, or just feeling within yourself. Okay, this is the Ethereal, what's it called? Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. Let's just start with this. Oh, there's an 8 of Cups there. Okay, we've got the 4 of Wands, stability. Which is interesting because that's come out on top of I keep moving forward. Trust the process even when your path seems blocked or unclear. So before you kind of started looking at your shadow sign, I think your stability, your root chakra was very, very stable. Okay. So I get the feeling that that is the part of you that's always been really stable. Similarly for myself. This reading is not for me. My energy is not here. This is definitely somebody else's. When I started off doing readings like 3-4 months ago, it was always my energy that comes out. It never comes out anymore. King of Cups. Okay. So the King of Cups is someone who's emotionally intelligent, emotionally available, kind, caring, empathic. Affirm that you have enough. You do enough. You are enough. I have all I need. So you're in your King of Cups energy, which is really good. Oh, you've moved into your King of Cups energy, which is wonderful. Maybe, I don't know, maybe before you were, okay, Queen of Swords in the middle. Oh, you're getting you're seeing some real truths. I was going to say that you're seeing some real truths about yourself, but that was going to sound a little bit wrong. You're just getting a lot of clarity. You're getting a lot of clarity about something. You're understanding your wounds better. Like when my abandonment moon came up and kind of appeared, came like a big ball of pain in my solar plexus, and it kind of worked its way up into my heart, and then it exploded. I just instinctively knew it was like an abandonment wound. And somehow, you know, especially because we've got the 3rd eye here and the 3rd eye here, I think you've got a lot of clarity about what's happening to you. And the more clarity you've got, the better it is, because, you know, otherwise you just feel like you're having a breakdown, or, be very concerned about your mental health. Oh, I'm going to take them. Very concerned about your mental health. But, you know, if you know what you're doing is actually healing and there's an end to it, and you just have to get everything out, then that is really helpful to understand the process you're going through. And that's come out on top of Shining Wisdom, actually, which is Seek Teaching. So maybe that's, or maybe you just do learn what you need to know. Ace of Cups. You are absolutely filling your cup up to the brim. It is overflowing, and you're practicing self-love, putting yourself first, and centering yourself, which is what we all need to do. Certainly as a female who was taught not to have boundaries when I was younger, I've only just recently, in my kind of, overruled my subconscious programming. Subconscious programming? Subconscious programming? There's another word for it. And reprogrammed, reapproached my life and decentered relationships in my life and centered myself, what I like, what I enjoy, what I like doing. Got 2 swords, which is interesting, coming out on top of this energy flow. I release any blocks. The 2 swords is about a lack of clarity, unable to make a decision. I get the feeling this is more like you're just not sure how long it's going to take you to get there. Where you're going to get to this point of somebody zen sitting on a hill with a rainbow around them, you know, like this, meditating, you know, and releasing all your blocks. Maybe you still have some, because I get the feeling you're here and this is where you are now. This is what you've been doing, and this is where you're gonna go to, and you're in this metamorphosis stage. And you know, there's nothing I can say except it takes as long as it takes, and you just have to have faith. King of Swords. So I've got the King and Queen of Swords out, which is interesting. This feels like somebody else's energy. On top of stability. This could be a counterpart. You don't have to be single and on your own, an online healing journey. You can be in a relationship here. But I think what you're learning to do is, because Queen of Swords is in the middle, this person, this King of Swords, is decentered. This relationship is stable because it's on the Four of Wands. But you're on some healing journey. Wow. Okay. So you've decentered relationships. The Moon. Okay, so the Moon of it is about what's hidden and what your intuition can possibly knows, but you've got no tangible evidence of what's happened. It's coming out on top of the King of Cups. Ooh, King of Cups and the Moon. Why do I have the feeling that you've learned to read energies or understand energy? Because the King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. And if he's intuitive as well, then you can read people so easily, especially if you're in your emotions, you know, and you're comfortable with them and comfortable expressing them. I feel that okay, this is interesting. Got the Five of Swords coming out on top of the Queen of Swords. Now this person, he's looking a bit glum, sitting on a rock. I don't know if you can see that. 2 swords. There's 3 swords kind of sitting upright on a stone or semi-upright, 45-degree angle, and 2 lying flat on the ground. 2 are almost like the 2 of Swords here, which was this lack of clarity, this lack of not knowing how long it's going to take, or even just a concern about I'm not sure what to do with your healing journey almost. 5 of Swords is interesting because traditionally it's about kind of like emotional abuse or kind of bullying relationships, or why do I have a feel that this is more like internal conflict? This is negative internal head tapes. This is how you talk to yourself. Which is strange because the Queen of Swords is looking down. It's like I've never had a queen who's looking downwards. It's almost just looking down at the 5 of Swords. So this is about looking at your shadow and dealing with those negative things you say to yourself. Because the things you say to yourself, you would never say to your best friend or, you know, your sibling or your mum. You would never speak to other people like that. Or maybe you would. Probably shouldn't be in this reading if you do. I'm only joking. Everybody's welcome, and if you're one of my 16 subscribers and you've returned and you've made it this far and you've fast forwarded me going to collect my parcel, hello, welcome in. My name is Karen. I think I said that already. I'm really tired. This is Lost Souls Tarot. If you're new here, welcome in. Pull up a chair, get cozy by the fire. I think I can still say that even though it's March. King of Pentacles there. I'll talk about that in a minute because Queen of Cups wanted to come out before she's come out again, but it's 2 cards. So it's the Queen of Cups and Eight of Swords. Another counterpart wants to come out there. Okay. Tell me about the Two Swords, please. The Hermit. Yeah, okay. You've done some deep, deep, deep inner work. This Hermit's kind of looking at the King of Pentacles. So we've got King of Pentacles is earth sign energy. So we've got water sign, air sign, earth sign, air sign. Hermit is Virgo energy. Moon is Pisces energy. Sorry, I forgot to say that when it came out. This Hermit is looking at this King of Pentacles. Oh, I do have a feeling this King of Pentacles is a father figure. This isn't an ex, this is a father figure. This is a father. Is this... Have you healed a father wound? Because this Hermit is looking at the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Swords. The King of Swords felt like a decentered partner. Like this reading's all about you, and I'm not saying they're not important in your life. I'm just saying for your healing, this feels like a really personal, almost private journey. But this Hermit's looking at this King of Pentacles and this Five of Swords, and you've joined the dots between this father figure, this cup of love, like a new. It's like a new beginning in your own self-love, because you've looked at the way you talk to yourself, and it's related to this King of Pentacles, who I feel like is the father figure here. Wow. I've never had a reading like this before. This is so cool. No, I don't. It's not in this deck. It's this one. This is the Dark Whimsical Tarot deck, I think it's called. What it's called? Dark Whimsical Tarot deck. Okay, so tell me about this King of Swords. What do you want to tell me? This is amazing. So you can read energies. You're addressing your kind of internal dialogue. You've healed a father wound, or you've looked very, very closely at a father wound, and you've maybe not healed all of it, but you've healed a good dose of it. And from what I can tell, if you do have a partner with a King of Swords, because you're the Queen of Swords, this person is just, it's almost like they're your rock, and they're just there. But they know that you kind of need to focus on yourself right now. Okay, we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, and then we've got the Four of Pentacles. So the Seven of Cups is about options, or choices, or... Okay, and then the Four of Pentacles is generally about holding on. Sometimes it can be about greed if it's got a negative energy. This one doesn't have a negative energy. There's just a kid sitting cross-legged with his wee cat on the floor with Four Pentacles like kind of floating in the air above him. I'm going to use a few more cards to interpret these ones. This feels like the story narrative's changed slightly. So let's just see if I can pick up this new thread. Two of Pentacles. She's a very grumpy girl holding the Two of Pentacles. She's got an eyeball on each shoulder as well, which is interesting. That's coming out in the middle. You're balanced. She's not juggling them. She's not weighing them up. She's not like standing doing this with them. She's like, they're balanced. So I'm almost getting a bit of a temperance energy from this Two of Pentacles. Not quite as powerful, but a real kind of inner balance. So you've looked at this inner dialogue, and you've found balance with it. And I think now that you've seen it, you've looked at your shadow, you're able to address it now and see it for what it is, which is ways of thinking, ways of doing. I don't want to be too negative because it'll be different for different people, and if you have a father wound, then the way this person has wounded your inner child will be different for everybody. But you've really kind of... Oops. Oh, that flipped upside down. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh. I don't think you have a relationship with this person anymore. Ten of Pentacles in the upright is about abundance. And some people will look at it as generational wealth or money, but I see abundance as all the positive things in your life. So if you're in the Ten of Pentacles or the Nine of Pentacles, you've got it made, you're happy, you've got friends, you know, everything is just, you're content with whatever you've got. And that might be not very much, but you, because you're happy, you're smiling, you've got everything you need, you know, you probably maybe let go of people, places, things, then you're in the kind of 9, 10 of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is in Ten of Pentacles reverse. This person just feels like an abundance drain. Like it just feels like they drain your energy. They drain your motivation. Drain your drive. Oh. Which is, it's weird because the King of Pentacles in the upright. So this King of Pentacles could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, and Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Virgo here as well, could definitely be a Virgo. Tell me about this Hermit. What's the soul searching you did about this person? Or this going within. So you might have been hermiting for quite some time. I've been power hermiting, it's wonderful. Five of Wands. Chaos. Conflict. This is inner conflict. Okay, because it's coming on top of the Hermit. What's interesting about this Five of Wands, though, is all 5 of the wands are in the ground. There's nobody fighting in this. There's two cats sitting on top of the wands. And 2 birds. This almost feels like you've found peace and balance with whatever inner conflict you had. It basically, funnily enough, it's about, I release any blocks. It's about finding your balance. It's like you've stilled the unruly noise within you, whether that was emotions, thoughts. You've changed something fundamentally, and it's to do with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, who's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, you may as well just make that King of Pentacles in reverse. And you have so healed from this person. Ace of Wands, fantastic. Oh, I never went back to the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. I'll go back to them now. Oh, the Star. Masses of healing energy. Wonderful. Definite healing with that star. I mean, you could be a star, however you want to interpret that. But okay, I'm just going to take all 5. Actually, no, it's that one we want. King of Cups. Another King of Cups. King of Cups was definitely your energy before. Yeah. Oh, I can't make it up. This person absolutely drains your energy because you get the King of Pentacles, 10 Pentacles reversed, and the King of Cups. And yeah, this person just drains your drive, drains your motivation. Oh, Judgment. I love that Judgment card. It's so cool. Okay, so we've got Judgment. Right, so with the Ace of Wands coming out on top of the 7 of Ace of Wands. So you had a... So, I mean, the 7 of Cups can be about a lot of things. So it can be about illusions, delusions. You don't know what's in any of the cups. It can also be about having a lot of options. I think you had... I think maybe there's a bit of 2 of Swords over here because you didn't know what, almost like you just didn't know what to do, how to address what was going on with you, but you've got this Ace of Wands here now. Ace of Wands is about a creative new beginning, so maybe you're finding a way to express yourself creatively, because we had that over here, didn't we? I thought we had creative. Oh, maybe it was here. No. I don't remember where I saw creativity. Maybe I made it up. I am a bit unwell. Got the Star. So we've got healing, masses of healing energy here. So, I mean, as I said before, that you've started to be able to read energies, and something you were holding on to, this Four of Pentacles, you've healed from. So maybe you were holding on to a wound from your father, or like some resentment or anger, and I think you've just let it go. It's just gone. And then I've got the Six of Cups, which is on top of the Two of Pentacles. Now, this Two of Pentacles is more like balance. It's a little bit, it's almost like Temperance energy, not quite. And then I've got the Six of Cups. So you've made peace with your past. You feel balanced about it now. I think before you had some Five of Swords, you know, you were all in this kind of like negative head take, maybe almost like beating yourself up for things you said. Maybe you were reactive with this King of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates. And then this King of Cups is just absolutely 100% confirming what I thought, which is this King of Pentacles, who's Ten of Pentacles reversed, is just an absolute drain of your abundance. I mean, this King of Cups does not look happy. He's got a wee sad face and his cup is not overflowing at all. And then we've got Judgment, which is coming top of this Five of Wands, which has got a really non-conflict feeling about it. It feels like the conflict's over. And you're just seeing something really clear. So now that you've healed from whatever it is you've healed from, this father wound and whatever else, you're kind of just looking at the past very differently, and you've made peace with it. Okay. I'll do one more line and I think we'll just call it quits there. I did pull out a whole bunch of romancy things because I was like, oh, maybe Friday sometimes take a wee romantic steer. Well, this is definitely not romantic today. Right, the Magician, you're manifesting. What are you manifesting? A creative new beginning? Or maybe it's your partner, because we've got this, it's the King, it's in the King of Swords' line. Ooh. I mean, the Ace of Wands can be fiery, passionate new beginning. If this isn't somebody in your life, you could be manifesting an Ace of Wands, you know, fiery, passionate new beginning. So take that as it resonates. If you don't have a King of Swords in your life, you're definitely the Queen of Swords. You've got one coming in at some point. Which might be why we have the seven of Cups here, because that can be about options. So maybe this King of Swords is an option. You've not decided or not, but you see them as a stable person. Take that as it resonates. It might not be for everyone. Or if you've been in a relationship with this person, you've been off healing yourself and, you know, sobbing here and there and, you know, just trying to purge yourself. Maybe you're about ready to come back and have a bit of a rekindling or ignite a little bit more passion back into this relationship because you've been off doing other things, looking after yourself. Five of Wands again. This time, this is not a peaceful Five of Wands. They're all fighting. That's uncoordinated conflict. Okay, your healing could have brought a little bit of, if you are in a relationship, it could have brought a little bit of instability, a little bit of chaos into your relationship. Maybe your partner just didn't really, maybe you didn't understand what was going on. And therefore, if you can't articulate or don't understand why you're feeling that way, and it can take a long time to realise that it's grief coming to the surface, you know, suppressed grief from decades before, then it's hard to articulate that to someone else. Also, it's a very personal thing. The world. So you've ended cycles. I mean, that's just putting an end to this and an end to this. So whatever this conflict you were having in your relationship, you've put an end to it. And on top of that, anything from your past that you've been having five of swords in your head about, you're putting an end to that as well. So ending cycle, and you're victorious. This is such a nice reading. Oops, nope, none of them. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, fantastic. So this King of Pentacles, whatever they did in the past, because there were 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, this person maybe robbed you of your drive, your motivation, your belief in yourself, your confidence, especially if they had, you know, if you were five of swords in your head and had this person's narrative about yourself in your head. And because you've addressed that, You're now mastering a craft. Now, the Eight of Pentacles can mean a lot of things. It can be about working on something, or you're mastering your job. You're really good at your job. You know, you're not. Seven of Pentacles is about investing, having to wait for tomorrow, the day after, you know, years from now for your Seven of Pentacles to go into the Eight. You're at the Eight of Pentacles. Whatever this person has done, you're the King of Cups and you are doing really well for yourself. You're very good at whatever you do. Or it might just be you're really working on yourself, which is what I've got here. Like you might not be fully, you know, a light worker yet, and it might not fully opened your third eye yet, but wow. Okay, hang on. So I just got distracted by the card that came out. But you know, you're definitely on this healing journey, and this energy flow, this unblocked, you know, being in alignment is definitely where you want to go. And I think you understand that, and you've been working really hard on yourself as well. If this doesn't resonate with your job or mastering a craft, then it's your work on yourself. You're looking at that shadow side and doing the inner work, which deserves a congratulations and a round of applause, frankly, because it is hard to do that. We've got the Two of Swords again. So we've got the Two of Swords up here, the Hermit, the Five of Wands, which is a pretty calm Five of Wands, Judgment, and then the Two of Swords again. Lack of clarity. We can't end on a Two of Swords. It's just, no, not a chance. Right, I need to know about this Two of Swords. Tell me about this Two of Swords. Why do we have this confusion here? This lack of being able to make a decision. That's too many cards. It was the Seven of Wands trying to come out, which is about defending yourself. Oh, that one, that one. Seven of Swords, straight back out again. Unbelievable. Okay, so you're feeling a little bit defensive. Are you feeling defensive because you can't make a decision? You're not, oh, maybe it's just you don't know how to get to this point of having released all your blocks. I mean, if you have a lot of emotions coming up, it can make you just a bit quite on edge, quite defensive, quite wanting to protect yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so if this King of Pentacles is a father figure, this Queen of Pentacles is your mother figure, or a mother figure, or a mother caretaker or grandparent. I mean, the King of Pentacles could, you'll know who the King of Pentacles in your life. It doesn't have to be a father, it could be a grandfather, could be an uncle, whatever it resonates. That's Queen of Pentacles. You're undecided about defending yourself against this Queen of Pentacles. So, okay, you've identified a father wound. You may be unsure of whether you've got a mother wound as well. Or maybe you're feeling you're needing to defend the self-work you're doing to your mother. Or you're just setting healthy boundaries. Seven of Wands could be about just setting healthy boundaries with your mother. Or a mother figure. Or whoever the counterpart to this King of Pentacles is. Who's in the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yes! It absolutely is. You set healthy boundaries with this mother. And she's not looking the happiest. I mean, she's kind of sitting just staring at her pentacle, looking a bit miserable, to be honest. And you're just moving your Six of Swords in a way. You're just moving to calmer waters. So the Six of Swords is about moving from kind of choppy waters to far calmer waters, moving to peace, calm, and away. I mean, you've maybe had to walk away from this mother figure. Or you've had to set really, really strong boundaries, and it's you know, grey rocking or limited communication. I mean, if there's grandchildren involved and stuff like that, you know, it can be very complicated. I know it's not easy just to walk away from somebody and never speak to them again, especially if they're a mother figure or father figure, and you've got a large family, etc. But whatever it is you've done, whether it's set healthy boundaries or defend yourself against this person, you've moved on to calmer water. That's a really lovely reading. Oh, I hope that resonated with someone. Just keep going. if this does resonate with you and you've managed to get to the end, just keep going. It will get. If you are here right in the middle where you're still kind of like having kind of emotional swings, which is just grief coming and going as the wounds come up, they will get fewer and further between and less intense as time goes on. The only thing I could say is just try not to suppress them and let them out when they come, and that's not always ideal if you're in a work meeting or with friends or out and just suddenly something comes up. But you know, that's all I can really say. But I'm so excited for you. Okay. Have a lovely Friday. If you're going out, have a fantastic time and stay safe. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.